Hey, I'm done running into problems, but I knew I would. The board fits fine in there, if you can make it out. But the way this is made, there's no way. When I mount the motors on here, the wires need to run through this thing some way or another, and it's got an opening down in here, but the wires don't come loose from the motor or the board without unsoldering them, and they got this white gook all over them. I don't know what the hell that is, but it's white stuff all over the solder joints there. Pretty hard, so I'm probably going to end up having to cut the wires and resolder them back together, but that's no problem. I can handle it. And another thing I was looking into is my camera here. It's kind of long and it needs to be down low, because for one thing, with this top on it, the propellers is going to almost hit it, and I mean it's going to be close. So, especially on the front. So, can't mount too much on top. And the camera can't be up there no how, because the camera will interfere with my GPS and all. So, needs to be down bottom here. But you see, there's not enough lip here to really put it out there like it was on the bugs or underneath it. So, it would go great back here on this big long lip, but I can't drive in reverse. So I don't know here. I'm gonna see if I can take the frame apart and turn the bottom around. I don't know if that'll work or not. It may look goofy as shit. I don't know. Let me see what that looks like. And we'll get back to it here. Got it swapped around, but this ain't gonna work either. I like the looks of it. It looks way different than it did. But the blades the props is gonna hit. It's not wide enough now in the front. The way the angle is on the arms when you swap it around, it just won't work. The back ones would work, the front ones ain't going to. So I'm going to put it back like it was and come up with something else. I may just have to slide my board back further. It's not going to fit the same way, but I'll have to look into that. As I had to bring all my stuff down here to the shop, because hang on, let me turn this down. Had to bring all my stuff down here to the shop because there's just too much to do in my room. I got a lot of my stuff down here anyway. You know, just stuff that you need when you're working on things like this, screws and everything. Anyhow, and plus I got my big Bridgeport mill down here, and also my lathe. You have to overlook my dirty shop. I got crap everywhere. This is just my little room where I do my work in here. And I'll take you outside and show you the rest of the shop since y'all ain't never seen it. This is the little tin shop you see down there. There's that big old lawnmower I was telling you about that I mowed my yard with. It's done dirty too, actually. It's my daddy's. There's an old 4-wheeler I got. I got a big Kawasaki 350, but it's out there in the shed. Anyway, it's a long tin shop. There's most of my tools right there in them big boxes. And see, I got tools there everywhere. Look at there. I got junk everywhere. I mean, there's my metal rack. I used to go-kart race. And, so, and plus I'm a mechanic. I got another shop down there in town. Got a car lift and all in it. I got stuff everywhere, man. It ain't mine, it's my dad's, but all this stuff's my dad's. So anyway, this is just one of my sheds, or my shops. I got 2 shops and one big humongous shed. Oh, man. Here's my go-kart I used to race. That's about the only picture I got left of it. Alright, let me get back to working on this thing. Okay, this one's not as easy as the other one. I've run into all kind of problems. First thing I did is I soft mounted it here. You can see this. I used some pretty thick foam. I mean, it's real lightweight foam. Supposed to be water resistant. And hope it is anyway. I don't plan on getting in the water no how, so. But another problem I ran into was I didn't have no screws for the motor, except for the screws that came in the motors, and they're not long enough to go through this to work. And even if they did, it still wouldn't work because the propellers is going to hit. The propellers are too long. I've done tried it, and they hit something like that. I mean, you know. So I'm going to have to do it like I did before and use the little bases and just fix them on there some way like that to raise it up a little more. But that's doable. I mean, everything's doable, and I really didn't want to have to cut my wires because it's going to hinder me when I go to put it back in the red if and when I do that, which I plan on it. But and I just don't know. I'm having to think on it, and I've been at it for several hours, so and ain't got but just a little piece. But I'm getting there, so. As I don't know if you can see this, but I got a soldering gun here. All you newbies out there, like I used to be, still am really, but you gotta tin your ends here, solder them, whatever you want to call it. You can see I've got them all done. Just takes a little dab right on the ends, and you want to have a pretty good soldering gun. You can see I made my own tip here, put in there in my mill over here out of some copper, brass and copper mixture. I forget what it's called, but it's harder than copper, but it's not pure brass either. Works real good though. And I use this stuff right here. What I do with it? Let me see here. This Loctite Fun Tack. Just wad up a little ball of that, and your wires will stick to it and hold them in place while you solder them, because that is that's a headache, keeping your wires still, especially when you start to solder your other wire to that. So I'm going to extend those wires. Now I told you I was going to have to put these to this like this. Let me show you. Because when you put the motor on there, they hit. So I'm going to have to put those on there like that. Well, before that though, I thought about milling this down a little bit. Looks like a milling bit here. But after I got to looking at it a little closer, that would really weaken the structure of it, and I know I'm gonna crash it. I just know I am. So I want it to be as strong as possible. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. We're making a little progress, but not a lot. Okay, I've got the ESCs mounted in there, in the arms. I didn't have to extend these wires any, but I still had to cut them to get them on. The motor's on. Oh, we're coming along. Well, it's coming along. I got the motors mounted. I don't know if you can see them. Let me shine a little light on it here. But I mounted them, had to mount them just like the other way, the other ones. They're going to hold pretty good though. I got one screw in the bottom. And let's see here, I got the back ones done. I got the wires extended and sticking out there. I got to solder all this together, you know. And I got my camera on. Let me turn it sideways here. I got it braced a little bit there. I don't know if you can make that out good or not, but and I got it on an angle so that let me turn the propellers out of the way. So when she's flying, at about right there. Should be recording straight out. Hope that's about right anyway. I'm going to finish it tomorrow though. It's 1 o'clock. Actually, it's 10 minutes after 1. And I am give out. Been working on this thing ever since I got it today. So, I'm going to go ahead and post this video tonight. And I'll start working on it again tomorrow, and hopefully I'll get it finished. See ya.